Internet's. Hey, I am here with Nicole DeHell. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Oh, look at me. Look at me. Okay, so Nicole, how about you start by telling us where you're located and how you got started?
I am in Lakewood, Colorado. I got started from some random post on Facebook that somebody giving away their glider, honestly.
Yeah, so you saw a post and you said, hey, I'm just gonna call them. And like, how quick was that from the time you saw the post to the time you got them?
So I saw the post and me and her talked for like a day or two first. And then she dropped her off with me. I'd never owned gliders before. I had no idea where to even start, but here I am.
How long ago was that?
Almost 3 years ago.
Years. So looking back, did she give you good information or was
Yeah.
it was so bad?
Yeah. I feel like she was also very new to it too. Like she didn't know what to feed her. Like when she gave her to me, she gave her to me and told me that all she ate was like fruits, nothing else, and maybe some bugs here and there. And I was like, okay. And then,
Easy. Sounds easy, right?
well, I'm so like OCD and like ADD. So once I get something, I have to figure it out to a T before.
Yeah.
So she did just get some fruits and some bugs for like a week until I got vitamins and everything that I needed. But going through the process of what vitamins to get, because you go on Google and it tells you so many other things.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how much stuff I bought and threw away because it wasn't what I needed.
And it makes my heart sad that people would even, for their own benefit, would even use misinformation so that they can profit. It's
Yeah.
just unfortunate to me because I feel like you're only hurting the gliders.
Especially with their diet, because that's like the most important thing for them. And some of the stuff that I got, and then after joining the groups and everything and learning more, I was like, oh my God, why in the hell did I buy that?
Yeah. So you got her, you started Googling, you were like, I don't know what's going on, and you decided what then go to Facebook.
Yeah. Well, so the only one good thing Google gave me was that she needed friends. So I immediately, that's when I like got on Facebook and I started looking for like someone else that I could get her a friend from. And then I like in that process, I ended up in the groups.
Okay. And was Sugar Glider Guardians your first group?
I have no idea.
So you ended up at Sugar Glider Guardians and you loved it. And then
Yeah.
how did you decide, hey, I think I'm gonna mentor? Like, how did that happen?
Honestly, Sarah reached out to me and because I I don't I like to give people the proper information without being very judgmental or snippy to them, if you will. And being on the internet, people take things so badly sometimes. So like on so many posts, I would just go in there and be like, hey, this is what I did. And then, and then Sarah, it was maybe 6 months ago, like approached me and asked me if I would be interested.
Yeah. So about 6 months ago. And were you nervous or like what was the process for you to like decide, hey, I'm gonna do this?
I was super nervous because I feel as if I don't know as much as everybody else. Because I am still really new and we learn things every day. But I was also excited because I like to help people and I like when they like come back and be like, look what happened because you helped me, and it just like makes you feel good.
So worth it, isn't it?
It is.
So worth it. So you started mentoring, and was it an easy process to start mentoring? How did that go?
I mean, I come by it very easily. I'm a I'm not a social person, but I am a social person. Like, I'm very introverted, but when I'm like around people, I'm like a social butterfly, if you will.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind it. I love doing it. I love checking in on people and seeing how progress is. I have one girl that I'm mentoring right now, and she actually adopted from Operation Face Hug. And she was like, how do I do it with these guys? And I had just got a new glider that she didn't like anybody or anything or nothing. So it was like we did the process together. And as I was doing things, I would show her how to do it. So it was actually like a perfect time for her and me, so I could show her how to do it.
So did you do that with like Facebook Messenger? Did you do YouTube? Like, did you create a
No,
channel?
we just did Messenger.
Okay.
I would send her videos, or we just talk, or I'll randomly, like, I get so excited because since I talked to you last, I've adopted 3 more gliders, and one of them she's never really been handled. She doesn't like other gliders. She was your typical 2-year-old glider that hated everybody. But now, like, she'll climb on me, like, slowly, like, and start doing stuff with me. So those are like your like so exciting moments, and you want to share it with somebody that understands. So I always send her pictures and like tell her, guess what happened today, and she'll tell me. So it's just like having like a little friendship, you know.
Yeah, I think it is, because it's like in the community, like not everybody has them, and they think, some people are like, ooh, and some people think they're so cute and they're a novelty, and then unless you're a glider owner, it's kind of hard to understand sometimes.
Well, it is, because everybody at work, they're like, what is your obsession with these sugar gliders? Like, what is wrong with you? It's like, I can't explain it until you have them and you own them for yourself. I can't explain it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody believes I'll ever be done with them.
My husband got so mad at me because I Aaliyah called me and she was like, hey, there's a guy that needs somebody to pick up 2 gliders and he's right by you. Can you go get him? I'm all, yep.
Oh,
And I came home, and I never tell him when I come home with new gliders, because I know he'll tell me
I
no.
never have. And I'm like, so I'm trying to be good right now, because it's just, I just got to be good for a while.
I know. My house is pretty, it's not big, but it's not small, but I don't have room for the big cages.
Yeah. Yeah. And you want to spoil them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. So that's good. So we are blessed to have you as a mentor. That's so good. So can you tell me any difficulties or a fun story, like either a difficult story that turned out really good, or a fun story, like whether it be you or a mentor, a mentee, or anything like that?
I mean, in the end of February, I had a glider die from cancer. She was one of the first ones that I got, and she ended up with like a wound on her shoulder, and then we did all the surgeries and tested everything, everything you do for them, and it ended up being cancer, and she ended up like passing away a month later. And then now, like a week or 2 ago, her sister, we just found out, has leukemia.
Oh,
So, and she went from like 162 grams to 123 grams within like 2 or 3 weeks. So, I mean, that's probably the most difficult part of it, is there's so many things underlining with them that you just don't know. So
yeah.
I'm so like anal, and the first sign of like a weird cough or a weird spot on them, I take them to the vet.
Yeah.
I mean, the most rewarding part of all of it, even for like having mentors and everything, is when they come back and they're like, they're so bonded to me and they love being with me, and they're pulling with me. And I mean, we all know the whole how it feels when your glider just jumps on you and goes right down your shirt, and it's good for the day.
Yep. I love that.
Probably
It
the
couldn't be
best part.
anything more special.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love senior gliders. I love the old folks.
Yeah, I do have some. My girl that I have that has leukemia, I rescued her. She's 8 or 9, but she also is inbred. So she has a club foot and then another foot that's all messed up. Like she has a lot of problems. So she gets babied way more than everybody else.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So if you were to pick something, what would you say your specialty is?
I wouldn't say I like really have a specialty in anything. I
You're a
have
general
learned.
practitioner.
Right. I have learned through the few years, really like on just like the bonding process and introducing them, and like for myself, like the freedom, if you give them more freedom, the more they like trust you and believe you, and they come to you quicker, if you will. But I also, my gliders run my house, so
Same. I think any true glider owner says they're in charge. They're the bosses.
yeah, they have freezers for themselves. They have their own spot in the fridge, like
Yep.
their own cabinet.
That reminds me, I have to make their food today. Glider food. I'm like, gotta take my notes while I'm thinking about it. Okay. So I had something in my head I was gonna ask you, and now I'm like blanking on it. So what was the most important thing you've learned about being a glider slave since they own us?
They really do own us.
They really do.
Honestly, the best thing that anybody has ever told me is slow and steady. And some people can't grasp that because they want them to be like a cat or a dog and love you right away. But slow and steady will eventually win the race, and they'll eventually come around no matter. I've dealt with like the very most easy glider in the world that like came to me right away, and ones that lunge at me and hate me and want nothing to do with me. But it doesn't matter which one they are. The slow and steady is how I go, no matter what, because I don't want to bombard them, if you will, and ruin anything I've done.
My favorite glider that I ever had took 6 weeks every night, 10 time, and he was my first one. He would shake in the corner. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. He hated me. And then he was the best glider I ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy I don't know how they react, how certain ones react and how other ones do. Like, they're just, me and my husband talk about all the time. They're not animals. They're little community of little humans, and they
are
talk to each other.
And they know,
they're just a little community.
Yeah, they know what they like and don't like, and they want what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they're picky just like us, and they got personalities, and their personalities are so big.
Yeah, I have one that won't eat mealworms, and every time I try to give him one, he throws it back at me.
Yeah, I have one that doesn't like it, so I give her a yogi treat. She gets a yogi treat when all the others get their mealworms.
Yeah, that's what I have to do with him, because he hates mealworms. Everybody else loves them except for him.
Yeah. I don't get it, but she gets real mad at me if I don't give her a yogi treat. So I have to order some more today because she's the only one that actually gets them, because I was like, well, everybody else go with the mealworms. So
yeah, if he came as a dad, I got him and his son from Aaliyah when she called me, and his son he's a little fluff ball, if you will. And he'll eat anything, but if I give his dad a yogi, I have to have a mealworm in the same hand so I could give it to him, or else he'll steal his yogi.
Yeah. They're so funny. So you, where do you buy your stuff from, or do you make things?
I don't have time to make things.
No, you girl.
Like what stuff? Like my toys, or
All of it. Like any of it, like the toys, the fleeces, the cage sets, like anything.
So my toys, like 99% of my toys come from Janine. My cage sets, a lot, like 90% of them have came from Sabrina. And then I'm in Rose's like buddy group too. So people will send me stuff from people they like. Nikes. Recently, my gliders have been obsessed with these one pouches that Tracy makes, and they won't use, like my original 3 won't use any other pouch but this one pouch she makes. So I like ordered like 20 of them.
And all these people are on the vendor file?
Yeah,
or?
they're all on the Sugar Glider Guardian vendor list.
Okay. So if you guys need to find that, you can go to the file section and find the vendors in there. So now we are down to rapid fire questions. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I get to pick my top 3 favorite. So, when movie comes on TV, you'd watch over and over again. What is it?
What was the question?
One movie comes on TV that you would watch over and over again. What is it?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't watch TV.
You don't watch TV? What's the last book you read?
Oh my God, I don't even know. I read a lot of books of addiction. So like, I really like that kind of stuff, but I don't watch
self-improvement or yeah,
like self-help books, if you will.
I love those kind of books.
Or autobiographies.
Have you read the Matthew McConaughey Green Light?
No.
Yeah. That's a great book.
I'm gonna go get it now.
Yeah. Because I thought he was kind of basic. Like, you know, I thought he's cute and he's a good actor, but he's basic. And then once I got to read his book, I was like, huh, I'm quite impressed.
Huh.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm gonna go
I thought
look.
he would be a basic brain, like a surfer dude, you know, like I thought that's what we were getting, but it's a great book. Green Light. Highly suggest. Okay. Favorite place of all the places you've traveled?
Oh boy. Honestly, I don't know if I really have a favorite place, but I love like drive, since I'm from Colorado, so I love just going for drives in the mountains. Like I'll do that once or twice a month. It's just so pretty and just so relaxing and so like zen, if you will. Like it's just, I do that probably more than most people do.
Yeah. Love Colorado. I've never been, but that's been my like bucket list place.
Well, come out when you do. Call me and I'll take you places.
Yeah. Whereabouts are you at there?
I'm like 20 minutes from downtown Denver.
Oh, well, dang. Yeah, I have a friend that lives up in Vail. Actually, so it's called Edwards, maybe? Edwards, I think. Yeah, it's like a little town right outside of Vail or something. It's in the mountains. So I keep telling him I'm gonna come out there, but every time that works for him never works for me. And then COVID hit, and then yeah, we just haven't been out. It's been crazy.
Well, you definitely should. And if you go to Vail, you should go through like Aspen and stuff because it's so pretty.
Yeah. Yes. And
There's
not
like
to
random
even,
waterfalls.
not to even compare Indiana to Colorado because it's nothing comparable. But if you come up to the northern area in Indiana, we have a lot of really beautiful, especially in the fall. It just takes your breath away. It's
Well, and that's what I love the most is fall time with the leaves changing and everything.
yeah.
And my son and I have this pact where we're going to like every state on our, like, we'll pick a new state each vacation and we'll go there and figure out things to do just because he's like, I just want to explore everywhere. So that's our,
So you come up in early September around Labor Day. You call me, I will take you on the boat. We will show you all around.
Ugh, I'll let him know.
Yeah.
That's a good idea though. Even if it's just for the weekend,
Yeah. It would be great.
that would be great.
Okay, one more question I get. If you were invisible for a day, what would you do?
Oh, nothing.
I haven't
I
used
would
this
do-
one yet.
I would do nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. I am always doing so much stuff that I like, even like when I go to bed, I'm thinking about, oh shit, did I do that? Oh, I need to go do that real fast. And I'll get up and go do it. And then I'll go back to bed. Like I'm like always on the go. So I literally just do nothing.
That's funny because nobody could find you.
Exactly.
That's so
No
funny.
mom, no honey, no manager, no nothing. I'm just gone.
Yes, you'd be gone for a day. They would be like, where did mom go? She disappeared. You'd be like, I was watching y'all, but haha.
Exactly.
That is funny. So here I am again highlighting Nicole DeHeld. And if you don't have a mentor and would like one, please reach out to one of the admins. If you're looking for information, don't forget again, we have information in the file section of our group. As always, happy gliding, be safe, and have an amazeballs day.